What's going on, everyone? Steve here at the DJ Lab, and it's been a while since I just came on and did a rant. Just talk some shit about DJ things and, life in general. And, I'm just full of sunshine, so I thought I would share some with you. You try not to have such a goddamn squeaky chair here, because this chair's a squeaky bitch. Speaking of squeaky bitches, we'll get into that later. We'll talk about the squeaky bitches later, right? Let's wait for some people to roll in here, because I know it's an unusual time for me to come on and do a rant. Not everybody's going to be catching this. And I know we got like one viewer. If you come in, say hello, press the number 1 or something. Let me know that you're not a bot. And if you're seeing this part right now, I know there's nobody live right now. So now you're just catching me on the replay. So that's fine. Maybe you might want to skip ahead a little bit. I don't know what you want to do. I want to talk about DJ companies. I kind of want to rant a little bit about these companies. And it's not going to be good. These guys, they hopefully these companies, when I talk about DJ companies, by the way, I don't ever mean to disrespect anybody or talk shit about them. It's kind of my opinion and the opinion of those around me. And I like all the companies. And the one thing that's really starting to get on my nerves is this whole repainting DJ controllers. Do you know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about? They release something, a couple years later, they got nothing better to do, and they re-release it in a different color. And that's... What do you think I'm going to do as a consumer? You think I'm going to run out and buy the white one because you make a white one after I already own the other one? Do you think the reason I didn't buy it in the first place was because it wasn't white? And now you're trying to capture the rest of the customers that you missed the first round? It doesn't make sense to me. It just... They don't do it with phones. They don't do it with cars. They don't do it with anything. Always. What's going on, BLS? Scratches. It keeps interest going on the product after the initial announcement. Fuck me, man. Don't... You know what? What do you mean the initial announcement? 2 years. 2 years later, man. And they make another one. How's that keeping the initial interest alive? No, that's a money grab. It's a fucking money grab. That's all it is. It's not like it's, a year later, 6 months later. It's fucking 2 years. 2 years. Most of these companies, not all, but I'm saying the average that I've seen, and I haven't really researched the fuck of it, but like that Flex 4, it was 2 years. Over 2 years for them to make a white one. BLS likes the black one. Yeah, you know what? And here's my point. Some people love the black gear, and some people love the white. So, fucking give me the option. Just give me the option on day one that on a pre-order, like on a phone, there's certain colors you can only get pre-order on Samsung and on iPhone. You know what I mean? So, you're not going to make extra white ones. You're only going to make the ones that people wanted. So if it's 30% of the people wanted a white one, they're going to pre-order. You're going to have their money in your goddamn pocket. You're going to collect fucking interest on that money, and I will wait it out. I pre-ordered fucking DJ gear and waited a fucking year for nothing special just because it was COVID. So I have no problem pre-ordering something and a company holding on to my money, making a few bucks extra, and give me what I wanted in the first place. I didn't have to put a skin on it. I have no problem with skins, but honestly, just give me what I want. It just pisses me off. Like, these companies want to sit there and it's a money grab. They're not doing anybody a favor. It's not like they're, they listen to the consumer. Because if they listen to the consumer, you know how many wedding DJs are out there? Lots. You know how many wedding DJs want white controllers? Every fucking one of them. Every fucking bride would rather a white piece of gear sitting at the goddamn table. And I get it. A lot of people, they have facades up. They got shit to hide their shit, to hide the controllers. I get it. Okay. But white would be nice. It would be nice. Twitch DJs? You think girls like black DJ controllers? Given the fucking, the opportunity, you go into like a man cave, you're going to see a lot of black shit. You go into a girl's, I don't even know what the fucking they're going to call it, but you go into a girl's place, you're going to see a lot of light colors, pastels, perhaps. You're not going to be drenched in black equipment. It's just kind of the way it is. Right, DJ Farns. Exactly, man. Just launch with the black and the white. And if you want to add some colorways afterwards, fucking go right ahead for those weird collectors out there that like to collect gear. Sometimes I can't wrap my head around their marketing department. Remember when the iMacs came out, Apple iMacs, it came in all the different colors? They made a bunch of different colors, and then they added some special colors afterwards. Pretty smart. That whole fucking model right there saved the entire company. They were about to go under, and Steve Jobs came in and created that fucking iMac, and they came up with the, the tangerine and the blueberry and all this shit, right? Yeah, white CDJ brings big bucks because it's limited edition. And, so, okay, and based on that bullshit, how old's a V10? Where the fuck is the white V10? Where's the limited edition V10 to go with the limited edition CDJ 3000s? Where the fuck is the limited edition A9 to go with the CDJ 3000s? It didn't make it. So what was the point? What was the point of making some limited edition white thing if you don't follow up with the rest of the shit? Like, you do everything or do nothing. Brown DJ. You see, and Scradgy? Scrad DJ? Scraw DJ? Is that what it is? Anyways. Hey. You're not gonna, obviously, I get it. You're not gonna make a fucking rainbow controller and sell it to the masses. This is where 12-inch skins comes into play and all these companies. You want something freaky for your event? They make skins for that shit. I'm just saying, black and white. You don't need to make a pink one. You don't need to make an orange one. You don't need to make any other fucking thing. Black and white. Easy, man. Look at all the Twitch DJs. What do you think looks better on camera? White looks better on camera. It's just another fucking money grab that, I don't blame Pioneer DJ Alpha Theta because everybody else does it too. Everyone, every DJ hardware manufacturer, even Native Instruments made some limited edition white fucking S4, which was nice looking, but you made a limited edition. Why? What the fuck, man? How hard was it to make a white one? And I get it. Probably making white plastic It's a little harder, a little more expensive to make in black plastic. And does anyone even talk about the fact that the heat, they say you shouldn't use black plastic containers and microwaves because it's made from like recycled cars and shit, and the black plastic has chemical release on it. Do you ever look at the box of your DJ controllers and you see a sticker for California that, it may have carcinogenic fucking chemicals to it, but the plastic heats up, and you stand from this DJ shit, man? I wonder how much fucking toxicity there is in all the equipment we're using. Would white be better? I don't know. Exactly, BLS. Like, if they stay consistent with making the white products, fine. But when you skip certain ones, did they make a white S11? I don't fucking know. Did they ever make did they make white PLX 1000s? I don't know either. Yeah, Farns. Where's the white Euphonia, the Opus Quad, the Omnis Duo? Yeah. Especially like these guys are going to hate me, man. Whoever at Alpha Theta came up with that brilliant idea on the Opus Quad, the Omnis Duo, to make it blue. It made it blue, like blue jean blue. For what focus group did you deal with? Did you deal with one at all? Did you ask anybody if that color was going to sell? Because, and you know what? Dead and DJ, you're just as bad. You made the Dead and DJ Gold Plus in silver. MacBooks, I call it, that space gray, because it looks like my MacBook. It's nice looking. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great color. But know your customer. Everyone who uses a Dead and DJ fucking Go is typically a goddamn wedding DJ. They use it for their ceremonies. They love it. And they use the Prime 4 Plus. So Prime 4, they made in white. Why the fuck wouldn't you have made the Gold Plus in white? What, you're going to wait 2 years and then make it in white? Come on. Fuck. And the guys who would have maybe bought the Omnis Duo would have been the wedding DJs. You should have made it in white. I put a white skid on it. It looked fantastic. But had it been all white from the get-go, factory white, it would have been even better. Strange. And the only thing that we can do as consumers about this shit is when these companies make these fucking strange things is just don't buy them. Let them eat it. Let them sit on it and it die in a warehouse. And maybe somebody will get the clue that, that was a bad idea. Right? I don't need them making white shit. They made that white Euphonia. They made it and fucking kills it. So they went out of their way to make a white Euphonia for this festival in Japan, where most of the people that were probably playing on it had no fucking clue what to do with the Euphonia in the first place. Nobody saw it. If they had given me a fucking white Euphonia, I would have, for marketing, way more people would have seen my white Euphonia on this shitty channel than they saw that fucking festival because they weren't on the stage. Do you know what I mean? There's a fucking Instagram post that showed the white goddamn Euphonia. Like, rub it into everybody that, look, we made something special for these guys that you can't have. It's not like, not even smart enough to make a contest. Make a contest, make it for the festival, and create a contest that you could win this one-of-a-kind Euphonia. Fuck no. God, no. Why would somebody make a contest to let you win something? Doesn't fucking make sense to me. And I imagine one of these companies, someone's going to contact me and say, Steve, you went off the fucking handle again. It's happened before. I've said some shit, and I get like, you know, someone messaged me going, you know, I don't know how that's going to go over with everybody. I don't fucking care. I don't care how it goes over with people. I'm honest about my shit. The shit I'm telling you guys, I'll tell straight to the companies too. This is just, we got to stop this shit. It's, fuck it. Let's not do this anymore. Can we not have new ideas? Can we not just do it? Like, look at Apple. Look how they're doing it. If they don't release a MacBook Pro 2 years later with no fucking updates in a different color, they don't do this shit. Because if they did, they would be out of fucking business. You know what I mean? There's way more Apple products sold than DJ products around the world. Just remember that. So, hey, marketing guys, just look at the guy who sells the most amount of shit and copy how they do it. Wouldn't that be simple? Wouldn't that be an easy fucking route? Oh, can we talk about one more thing? You're gonna get fucking mad at me for this one too. Where did I put that goddamn thing? So much shit around here for testing. So much shit. Where the hell did I put it? Okay, there's one of the things I'm going to talk about. USB sticks, right? So USB sticks, Alpha Theta came out with a new SanDisk. I got this collaboration with SanDisk. And they're trying to tell everybody that you know, they've tested it with all the products and with firmware updates on all the products, and it's been tested, and this is the one, right? This is the one that they know it's good. So this is what I'm looking for here. I bought this stick, this move speed. It's fast. It's 1,000 megabits per second. I tested it against the new SanDisk, which is the same as the record box one, but it just happens to be available now. So it's the exact same drive. There's nothing different about it. They told me this is the same one. And the SanDisk drive and the move speed drive are just as fast as each other. There's absolutely no difference really by like seconds, if anything. But I'm saying like this one's actually a little bit faster on the read than the SanDisk. And I've tried disk speed tests, moving files, record box. I've tried everything. And I'm going to tell you, the SanDisk one is good, but there's nothing overly special about it. It's a good price. The record box one comes with 3 months of the creative plan from record box. Well, and I told these guys, man, I said, you know what? It fucking burns me that I have spent, let me add up the numbers right here live. I bought CDJs 2 different times. So I've paid for 4 CDJ 3000s. I've bought an S11. I bought the fucking V10. I bought the A9 twice, used the second one, but I bought the A9 brand fucking new. I bought a DJS 1000. Well, we won't count the old shit. So never mind that 1000. I bought a DDJ 1000. I bought the Euphonia. What else? I bought the Pioneer speakers. They're $1,000. So So let's count the numbers. This is Canadian, by the way. So there was like $1,200 in CDJs, 12, another 10 grand for the V10 and the Euphonia, let's say. So we're at $22,000 right there. 25,000 with the S11, 25, the other A9. So shit, we're at almost 30. Oh, and we'll get the speakers in there. They're $1,000. So $30,000 fucking dollars I have spent on Pioneer DJ gear. 30 fucking thousand dollars Canadian. My own money. Now, and that's even me getting some deals through the distributor and through my old work, Play to Record. That's even with that. And I still spent 30 grand. You think I got fucking any free anything for Record Box? Nothing. If I wouldn't spend $100 and some odd bucks on a fucking USB stick, they're going to give me 3 months of the creative plan. Nothing. I'm telling you, seriously, if you spend that much goddamn money on gear and you register everything, at some stage it should trigger something to give you a fucking free lifetime membership to the full subscription of Record Box. At what point do you recognize a loyal customer who keeps on coming back and buying your shit? And then you want to nickel and dime me a monthly fee? Come on. Seriously, this is a Japanese company, man. They don't operate like that. That's not the way these guys are they? Like, what we're talking about here. So BLS is like, there really shouldn't be another type of CDJ for a very long time. That's not true. We got one coming soon, sooner than you think, buddy. What else could they really do? The only thing that's going to happen is they're going to be no support for parts for perfectly gear. There's a and there is the Record Box Cloud, yes. There is a cloud thing. But yeah, fuck that, man. Like, so I know. So once in a blue moon on Discord, I speak to Deadmau5. He's already seen the new CDJ. He didn't tell me anything about it, but he saw it. You know, non-disclosure agreement. The guy's not going to break his non-disclosure agreement. He's not going to tell me shit. It's not like we're all tight buddies or anything. He's like, he's a cool enough guy that, I'm not fanboying on him. And when we, talk about some nerdy tech shit, the guy responds, right? By the way, do you know Deadmau5 has got a fucking robot arm? This fucking guy bought a robot arm, like expensive industrial bullshit arm. We're talking like Tony Stark kind of shit. And he's going to program it to DJ. Some people are too fucking smart and have too much money. But hey, if I had his brains in his wallet, I would be doing the exact same fucking thing. And then let's rant about the whole beef for a second with Deadmau5 and fucking James Hype. It's kind of stupid. Because I get it. James Hype acts like he reinvented the fucking DJ wheel or something. Because, he synced up some goddamn lights with his fucking cue button. So what, dude? So has everybody. You did nothing new. There's literally software for that shit. You invented nothing. James Hype has no nerd skills in him whatsoever. He's not a programmer. The guy, somehow managed to figure out Ableton. That's about it. He's got a team. You got a bunch of nerds around you, and they're not even the best nerds either. They figured out some bullshit. They made a little table for the guy, some lights on it. I don't give a fuck, dude. You act like no DJ's done this before. That's because maybe it was a stupid idea, and that's why nobody did it before, because it was fucking dumb. Is that possible? I don't think any DJ before James Hype fucking, dyed their beard fucking dark brown and their fucking hair blonde. I think that's a first. I think you're the first guy to do that. BLS, you saw an interesting new controller floating around up in the clouds. Really? Do tell. Spill the beans. There's only 6 of us here. Doesn't really, no one's watching this shit. Just a few of us. By the way, let me just circle back. So that's what's got Deadmau5 so hyped up on James Hype. Is the guy's claiming like he's invented shit. Meanwhile, he's invented nothing. Deadmau5 has like created like, the OSC, forget which ones he did. OSC Par, was it? There's a couple like that. He did some shit, and he's got software for sale. He's decoding the fucking protocols of ProLink to make his own visualizers. Oh, the only thing James Hype has said that it's like, okay, I get it. When he gives these little inspirational speeches about, hey, I have no skill. I don't come from a rich family. I'm kind of a fucking nobody. And I just kept going and going and going. And I just kept going. Okay, I can dig that shit. That, you're trying to be inspirational and you're encouraging people to say, like, hey, if I can fucking do this shit, you can do this shit too. And it's like me. I tell people, if I can own all this gear, so can you. It's not like I'm rich. I'm just hustling, man. But who knows? Deadmau5 and fucking James Hype, they might be all best fucking friends at the end of the day. Anyways, who knows? Just, Deadmau5 gets upset because James Hype thinks that, the way to be a DJ is just put out social media content. Deadmau5 is like, what the fuck? And there's the truth, man. Nobody's wrong. McDonald's, their money goes into marketing, not into designing a good burger. Right? It's all marketing bullshit. And they sell a lot of burgers. And then there's a burger place that has no marketing and their money goes into a good burger. And that's what sells that burger because it was so fucking good that everybody starts talking about it. So, is anyone better than the other? Not necessarily. Everyone's selling their shit. And I think James Hype is kind of like McDonald's. It's okay. Sometimes it's kind of tasty. Depends how fucking hungry you are and how desperate you are to eat a burger. I eat this shit sometimes, as you can tell. And sometimes I want to go to an expensive fucking place and eat like a proper burger too. It's so random. When I do these rants and I'm doing this portrait mode, considering I have almost 26,000 subscribers to the channel, doesn't mean shit. Nobody comes. It's the same people, man. The same guys always here. What's going on, DJ Mac? I've seen DJ Mac 84 in fucking a million years, man. Did you guys see? Where the fuck is that thing? Did you guys see my new lollipop? I didn't make this, by the way. It was made. A guy made one. It's not like he made it for me. He just made one. Like he makes these things and gifted it to me because likes my channel, knows it gets enough views. People are going to see it. It's going to help sell him the ones that he makes, I guess. But fuck, that was nice of the guy. I still got problems with my upstairs neighbor, by the way. She called security on me yesterday. because I went to security on her for fucking hammering over the weekend. Like 11 o'clock at night, the chick's hammering away. So of course, the moment she even hears a bit of music from me, she calls security. Meanwhile, what she didn't know is I already told security, I'm like, hey, because I ratted her out on the weekend, you can expect she's gonna call you today. I'm gonna be doing a live stream today, and she's gonna call you. So I'll bet you money that I will see you at my door later. And sure enough, they showed up. And I'm like, where's my money, man? Here you are. Been using the new Genelec speakers for fucking what? It's been 3 weeks, a month? She said nothing. The minute I say, hey, what's up with the fucking hammering at 11 o'clock at night? And then the next night she did it again. And she shuffles around and stomps around her place and open and close her fucking drawers. And she just, someone said to me earlier, like, could you imagine if she was like watching your channel? I fucking wish, man. I wish she would see my channels. Like, seriously, chick, number one, if you happen to be watching me, come down to my goddamn door and fucking apologize for being such an asshole the first time you came down. There is no reason, no matter how fucking mad you are, compose yourself and you go down. And if you're polite with your neighbors, if your neighbor's making noise and you show up screaming like a lunatic, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to start the whole relationship off on a bad foot. If she had came down and said, hey, listen, I know you're just enjoying yourself. You might not realize the bass is really thumping through my place. If it was me, I would go to someone, tell them, hey man, you might not know, but it's really traveling. If you want, you can even come up to my place and take a listen to see just what I'm going through here. And you work it out. It's neighborly. Not to stare at someone. She stared at me. I opened the door and she literally stared at me for fucking like 30 seconds or longer. And I'm just looking at him like, sorry, I guess the music? And kept looking at me. And she's like, do you know what time it is? You need to grow up. Ma, 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 ma. And I was trying to be nice. And she kept on fucking going on. And she just kept going on. And then even after all of that bullshit of saying sorry, trying to calm her the fuck down, she still felt the need to go to security. And I went down right after her because I fucking knew, man. I knew she's going to go down and start. And you know what? You got to be careful, man. Someone comes to your door, especially when a woman's coming to your door and there's no cameras anywhere. She could have went down to security and said I fucking threatened her. She could have said anything. I would have had no defense. Like none. That's the problem in this world. Someone could say something. If a woman says something about a man, I'm probably gonna fucking get screwed. You know what I mean? So now, fuck that, man. If she knocks on my fucking door, she won't. Because I told security, I said, you know what? You tell her, stay the fuck away from my door. She got a problem, she can come see you guys. But I would never answer the door again like that. And the new CDJ, I don't know. No one told me shit, man. I just know people have seen it. They're obviously seeing like a prototype. It's not like they're seeing the fucking, ready to be in the stores tomorrow. But even my people that I know, a Pioneer DJ, when I talked about selling my 3000s, I'm like, you think I should sell my 3000s? And they're like, you know what? It'd probably be a good time to sell them. Probably wouldn't be a bad time to sell them. DJ Pro just updated? To what? What's the big update? DJ Pro update. Okay, so DJ release notes. Here we go. DJ Mac 84 just gave us the breaking news. So May 21st, that's when is that? Is that today? That was yesterday. Added settings to unlink controller gain from on-screen gain knobs. Added snap-on hold for save loops. Improved tempo change during sync behavior. If sync is active, tempo change on any deck will now synchronize with other decks regardless of whether the deck is currently audible. Improved auto mix and crossfader effects, auto transitions to always use 4-beat sync intervals, improved active deck protection, improved tab key navigation, fixed edge case where echo was active on song transition with auto mix, fixed edge case where trigger and quantize, blah blah blah, fixed this, fixed pitch, fixed reading of metadata, fixed auto mix, potentially load an incorrect song when change the playlist. Fixed MIDI library, blah, 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 blah. Rev 5, Groove 6, improved jog sensitivity. Flex 10, fixed beat effects not working on deck 3 and 4. DS11, fixed unhandled options. Rain 12, fixed deck select LEDs. Various fixes, improvements. I don't know. They didn't add anything that I give a fuck about. Nothing like little tweaks and fixes. Nothing super groundbreaking. All I want to hear from DJ Pro is that they got the waveforms working on an S11, on CDJ 3000, SC6000s. You know, make your waveform work on all the hardware, and then we'll talk. As much as I might like DJ Pro, I like using standalone equipment. Speaking of, did you see Mojax did a video today about his wish list for the wish list for future gear. And one of his wish list things was he wanted to have an all-in-one controller that had motorized jog wheels. He also wanted to have, and I've talked about this too, and I've had this discussion with the guys at Denon actually about why can't I just have like a Prime 4 Plus as an example that I can just plug my turntables in and I got DVS. Like, why can't I do that? And there's a lot more to it than you think. There's a lot. It's very technical. It's beyond my fucking scope of understanding, but you just can't. It's not an easy thing like you think it is. So, but the idea of an all-in-one controller with motorized jog wheels, I think that shit's way closer than you think. And it's not going to be a Denon DJ Prime 4 with motorized wheels. It won't be that. The brand Denon DJ for equipment, they're never going to make a motorized thing ever again. That I know. You're never going to see a Denon DJ product with a motorized wheel past the SC6000M. What's going on, Mix Factory? And an updated XDJ-RX3. You know, I've had some people, it's funny to bring that up. I've had a lot of people mention to me that they don't think the AZ is much of an update from an RX3. Like, DJ Mac 84 Ring will do it. Well, and that's, likely the only company that's known for their motorized shit is Ring. So based on that logic, you're probably not wrong. If someone's going to make it, it's going to be Ring. And of course, the engine OS stuff, it's not Dead and DJ engine OS, it's just engine. Because they put that on Newmark products. So based on that information, you can only assume that a motorized Rain all-in-one will be using the same software that we use on a Prime 4 Plus and on the Newmark controllers, which is Engine OS. And yes, engine switch into computer mode, reboot takes so long. That's, that really is an issue, but I kind of feel like, this is my thoughts on it. If I'm going to buy an all-in-one DJ controller, why the fuck am I bringing my laptop? Why do I need both? You know what I mean? Like, the Rain Performer is so goddamn good. I don't really, I'm going to use a laptop. I'm going to use a Rain Performer. And if I don't want to use a laptop, I'm going to use standalone gear. I don't really need to jump back and forth between them. It's like saying, your Lamborghini sucks for off-roading. Well, it's a Lamborghini. And an all-in-one is an all-in-one. I don't see any good reason. For me, anyways. And transitioning with another DJ. Once again, these all-in-one systems, like, transitioning with who? Because as far as I'm concerned, if you go to a bar, a club or some shit, and they got some fucking all-in-one controller, nobody needs to be burning their laptop. You're DJing for a fucking hour, and maybe you're DJing for 2 hours. You don't need a laptop when there's multiple DJs. That's just whack. That's just whack. And in a club, same situation, man. You don't need to be using Dead and DJ all-in-ones in a club. No, it's not what it was meant for. Do you think the team at Dead and DJ made their shit to go into a nightclub? They made their shit for a wedding DJ and corporate DJs. The guy who doesn't have 8 people going in between stuff, right? And update the Mixstream Pro Go, make it actual pro faders, better speakers, 8 hot cues. If they get rid of speakers, I love that Mixstream Pro Go. I sold mine though. Yeah, that would be nice. A Mixstream Pro Go with the build quality of a Dead and DJ Prime Go. And and that's the problem. It's because it's Newmark. It's a Newmark Mixstream. So as soon as you put the word Newmark in it, and that's just entry level shit. Like, they're never going to make a Newmark product that's built like a fucking tank anymore. They'll make a Dead and DJ product, they'll make a Rain product, but Newmark is associated with beginner entry level shit. It's not going to ever be pro. And if they made it for club use, they could bump Pioneer out. They'll never. What's going on? Hello, gamers. No one's a gamer here, by the way. It's a DJ Rant, buddy. Yeah, tilt screen would be helpful for sure. What was I gonna say? Dead and DJ would never fucking ever, and they know it now too. They tried. Remember, they tried with their SC6000s and SC5000s and shit to bump Pioneer out of the club scene. Wasn't going to happen. Never. Never. And not because DJs don't like their shit. It's because the supply of them. On your rider, you got to put down something. What, you fucking think every rental company in the world has all that shit? No, they've invested their money into Pioneer DJ. So that's why everybody uses that shit. If we could hit the reset and there was no gear on the planet, maybe, but because everyone's already put their money into that ecosystem, they're never, doesn't matter what they do, what they call it, how they make it, it's never, ever, 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 ever going to be the club industry standard. Everyone's a gamer to you. Huh. How about that? I was playing Fortnite, Star Wars, you know? So, yeah. So, little recap for anyone joining. A couple bitches bitching about DJ equipment coming out in white a couple years later. And then trying to resell me some shit in a different color. I don't like that. Pioneer is the McDonald's of the DJ world. I wouldn't say they're the McDonald's of the DJ world at all. No. Because you know what? They do make some quality shit. There's some stuff that you can't deny. A DJM A9 mixer, you cannot deny, is a great fucking mixer. The V10 is also a great mixer. The Euphonia is really fucking nice. CDJ 3000s, I like the features. There's things I don't like. They could be built a little bit sturdier perhaps, but that's the other issue, man. Think about this for a second. You need to balance it out. Picture a company that needs to ship these things all over the world. You got to have a balance of weight versus build quality, right? Weight's a factor. There's a lot of companies that, they're shipping, fucking 20 of these things around the world, right? At least that's the shit they sold me on when I asked, why don't you make these things a little sturdier? Because, yeah, if you dropped a CDJ, I think it'd be fucked. I really do. Mix Factory saying the buttons are too dim on daytime, eh? And yeah, I'd say I've used it in the daytime, so yeah. On top of the stick, man, I'm telling you guys, I think this USB stick is great. Nobody is endorsing me, sponsoring me, or anything. I bought that SanDisk. I don't know where the hell I put it now. I need to find it because it needs to get returned. I'm not keeping the SanDisk. I literally bought the SanDisk to just a speed test. Ah, there it is. Looks pretty much like the goddamn DJ Tech Tools one, eh? Like, you're always going to have an end open. This is just the only good thing with this one that you could put that on a key. Like, you could put that on a key ring. But you wouldn't want to keep that on your keychain like this, right? It just doesn't make sense. And you're right about the CDJs that, yeah, the way that the boards are built, they're easier to repair. Where the Den and DJ stuff, the way the boards are, it's not an easy repair. It's kind of a pain in the ass, apparently. So that's another one. Repairability. Like, it was just the casing of an SC6000, it's sturdier. It's just internally, if one thing goes, it's not like you can just fix one thing. Everything's soldered together and it's just a nightmare, apparently. So speed test on the move speed, which, look at that. You could keep that in your pocket, and the only thing that would have been nice is like a little flap door. They had made like a little flap that goes down to kind of seal it up. so the inside doesn't get dirty. That would have been kind of cool. Cool idea. And you're totally right. I wouldn't be fucking surprised in the slightest if the DJ Tech Tools one was just a SanDisk. Now, this one here is a little bit heavier, I gotta say. I don't have a scale to weigh them out. It's tough. Another thing no one talked about that I made the video, but I gotta remake the video. See that little thing there? This thing here is when you plug it into USB and you plug your USB into it, it reads the voltage, amperage, the temperature, all kinds of settings, all kinds of shit. And I notice during the read, when it's reading it, when I'm going through the CDJ on the SanDisk, the voltage, like it's not the voltage changes a little bit, but it's the amperage that jumps around quite a bit as it's reading. On the move speed, it's steady as fuck. There's no amperage changes. And then temperature wise, I noticed the temperature on this one went up a little bit more than it did on the move speed. Now they say this is like metal and the move speed is zinc alloy. Like the move speed, when I click it, it feels like a Hot Wheels. You know what I mean? It feels like a fucking Hot Wheels car. So neither one is magnetic. So I suspect it's probably some kind of zinc alloy too. And it's pretty sturdy. Like I was thinking maybe that part there might break. Like it's very clicky. And someone asked me, like, you think this will wear out eventually? And I don't think so. A couple other things I want to show you. You see the packaging for the SanDisk? I pulled it out. It was in this plastic fucking thing that I undid. There was nothing special about it. Now I want to show you guys. I just put it back in the box to show you the move speed. The move speed, look at the box this came in. Right? Look at that. Which one looks better? Huh? Some piece of shit box? This. Look at that slide. Do you know Apple spends a boatload of money on box design about the opening of a product? Because, you know, the way your iPad box slides open and everything when you take the top off feels premium, right? This here, same thing, man. You know, it feels premium to me. You know, it's got... I know. It just... If you're going to gift a DJ and you give a DJ this as a gift, way more impressive. Which one passes the full washer and dryer test? Huh. That would be a pretty good, you know, if the channel made more money, I would actually be willing to do that, but the channel doesn't make enough money. This thing's like, you know, $90. I'm not going to burn $90. If you want to know, I suggest you buy one yourself and Give it a try. Let me know. But hey, you know what? It's a great fucking idea. I should definitely reach out to all these drive makers and say, you know what? Would you be willing, if you think your drive's so fucking special, would you be willing to let me like run it through a wash machine and run it through a dryer and see which one stands up? That's a great idea. I just can't afford to do that shit myself. I bet you could handle it. Smart idea for a video. And oh, my friends at Alpha Theta, I think they're still my friends. After I talk about them, making white controllers, right? They're gonna send me just to loan, not to keep. They're gonna send me the record box one, so I can test it. There's no reason why it should be any different than the SanDisk one, except visually it just might look a little bit cooler. Yeah, I should write that down. Let me just check, see what's going on here. You know what? Already we're it's 7 o'clock. I know there's just a few of you guys here. And I got the rant out of me a little bit. Got some good ideas from you guys. And 50 views, 4 likes. No super chats. Got a cool idea from you on that. I think I'm gonna run here and I'm gonna go play some more Fortnite. Gives me a little bit more of that instant gratification. Huh. You just realized Record Box is named that because it replaced people's record boxes. Okay, let me tell you a fun fact because I just learned this off of Facebook as we talk about weird names. Bluetooth, right? I always wondered where the fuck I wondered, but never curious enough to fucking go online and do a Google search, right? Like, where did the Bluetooth come from? And it came from like was it the 1700s? I should look this up so I don't fuck it up because I got bad memory. Origins of the name Bluetooth. So right, it's it's from the 10th century Danish king Harald Gormson, also known as Harald Bluetooth, who united warring tribes in Denmark and Norway. So Jim Cardock, an Intel engineer, suggested the name in 1997 during the development of short-range wireless technology, drawn an analogy between Harald's unification of Denmark and the technology's aim of uniting different communication standards. So this Danish king had a blue-colored tooth. And the other thing about Bluetooth is the logo. The Bluetooth logo features a bind rune, a combination of the younger Firthrak runes for H and B, Harald's initials. Oh, so you knew this. That's funny. You didn't know about the record. You didn't include about Record Box. But that one there you knew. I think that's pretty interesting. Like I would have never guessed that shit. And I'm sure there's a shitload of people that are like, they wonder, but they don't wonder enough to go search it. Wild. It's like the Alpha Theta Euphonia. I was like, well, what a fucking stupid name. And now that I own a Euphonia, I'm like, you know what? It's all right. I don't mind it. Weird. Anyways, friends, I'm going to roll here. Going to go do some shit. My girlfriend called me while I start this live stream, and she was almost a little bit upset that I'm like, hey, I'm live. Cut her a bit short, so I should go give her a call. That's it for the rants. I could rant about my glasses, the new glasses that are going to get returned because I just ordered other different lenses to go in my old frames. Thousands of dollars, just fucking nightmare nonsense, man. I don't even want to get into it. Depresses me. And thanks everyone who popped in. It wasn't a lot of us. It was the same little crew, but it's cool. Sega comes from service games. Didn't know that one. Didn't know that either. Did you know hungover? It came from like people rented a rope. Like it was the cheapest form of accommodation was like a rope that you could hang over, and the drunks would like, I don't know what it cost them, but they would pay to like be hung over the rope. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. I don't think I'm gonna come on tonight. I don't want to piss the neighbor off. If I start playing music, it's not worth it. I'll talk to you tomorrow probably. Have a good one.